like 1 p.m., but man, I didn't expect to do Zotac today.
Anyway, getting into this game, we have in the bottom right spawn location, we have our blue Zerg player coming out for Amazon. If he wins this, they win 3-0. He's Mechatoad.
And his opponent hopefully bringing it back for Ernst and Young, guys. Give it up for the Red Terran. It's Illini.
We have a little bit of, well, history of our cast of AHGL anyway speak pretty favorably for Illini in this matchup, simply because a non-Terran has never beaten a Terran player that we have cast in this league.
Yeah, it's the power of the Terran, man. The human spirit persevering through the heart of the swarm. And Penguin, I'm going to ask a personal favor of you this match. Don't DC on me, alright? Because the last time on this map, man, bad luck, bad luck.
Indeed, indeed. Let us hope. Let us hope. Now, I'm really interested to see what Illini goes for here. The interesting thing about this map is that it's sort of like... Well, it's huge. It is huge, but it's also sort of like a fair... I mean, it's very similar to Shakura's Plateau in the layout of expansions.
Wait, did you just try and use the word fair and Shakura's Plateau in the same sentence?
I was gonna say it's like a fair Shakura's Plateau, but...
That would make sense.
It's not really that similar to Shakura's Plateau other than the actual layout of the expansions. But basically what we will see usually is that we have this natural, there's a really wide ramp, which it makes it pretty good for all-ins on this map. But at the same time, if you go to the northern expansion, this is the third base that most of the Zerg players will end up taking, because you don't like to expand near your closer to your opponent as a Zerg, you like expanding away from them. Whereas Terran and Protoss will usually take this sort of inside third, this base that Zergs will usually grab as their fourth, or even sometimes their fifth base.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this map too, guys, like whether you're going air or whether you're going ground, like this map is divided so nicely. If we're going to talk about fairness, like okay, the Zerg player will, fair or not, have tons of overlords spread through this open gap. Then Terran player, you know, the ground forces, 2 watchtowers, no problem, because it covers everything.
Yeah, these 2 watchtowers are actually really critical. The only way to actually march sort of quickly, well, as quickly as you can anyway on the map this size, is to march in this little arc by this watchtower. And if you decide to go the long way, not only does it take forever to get there if you're going out of this watchtower's range, but even if you go around, if the opponent has the other watchtower, they'll see you anyway.
Yeah, and the cool thing too is like, this is a big map, guys, and because it's a big map, the way the expansions are set up, this kind of begs for some late game play. And I gotta say, Penguin, I love watching late game TVZ more than any other late game matchup.
I have to say, ZVT is historically my favorite to watch, my least favorite to play, but...
Fair enough, I kind of feel the same way.
Well, Illini just scouting around, making sure that he doesn't see anything really strange coming out, any third bases. Checking both the third locations here, but Mechatoad not opting for a super quick third.
I'm really curious what Illini is going to be inclined to do, because we were talking a little bit before, and it was kind of half-jokingly, guys, but reality is, Hellbats are really strong right now. Widowmines are really strong right now. If you really want to help shut down a Zerg player, and I say help, kind of funny, but if you want to shut down a Zerg player early on, you utilize both those units. And we've seen things like Hellbat drops on this map. You curry right across the middle of the map. It's a big open gap. You beeline to your opponent's base, drop them in that middle line, and you can do so much damage.
Widowmine drops are also not out of the question. They're not quite as popular in this matchup as they are in TVP, but they are still something that is utilized occasionally, especially if you're attacking your opponent with Hellions at the front and then going for a Widowmine drop at the back. They may not notice the drop coming on in, and then you lose an innumerable number of workers.
Well, Illini is going to go for that reactor factory opening, so I like it, Penguin.
Yeah, and, well, everything's looking really standard so far. We have Mechatoad going for 1 additional queen so far. You do see people go for the multi-queen opening again, just because it helps shut down Hellion and Widowmines so easily, even if the Hellbats do pretty well against the queens.
It actually seems like Illini is going to be shying away from too much factory production as he is putting down more barracks.
So, okay, it looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of a bio play again, so neither of our Terran players opting for mech so far.
Maybe the After Hours Gaming League implemented a rule for all the teams. You're not allowed to hellbat your way to victory.
Hellbats are no longer permitted.
Yeah, there's like a limit on how many factories you're allowed to build in this particular matchup.
Well, we are going to be seeing... Are we going to see a starport? It doesn't look like we are so far. Looks like he's just going to be going for a... Oh, this could be Marauder Hellion.
If this is Marauder Hellion, it would make a bit of sense. He's got a lot of gas banked up, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, if he's not going to go for a starport, what could he possibly be using that gas on? Marauder Hellion's kind of... whether it's Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty, it's a very niche strategy because what it works on, it works very well, but it doesn't work on anything else.
Now, I'm really interested, if he opts for Marauder Hellion, I'll be interested to see if he gets the Armory and goes for Marauder Hellbat.
That could definitely spice things up a bit.
Oh, is he going to see this? We do see Mechatoad. He sees one of the barracks with the Tech Lab on it. That doesn't look all that weird. He will be able to confirm with the activity of that Tech Lab, however, that there is no starport, which means no Banshees are going to be on the way.
Oh, actually, interestingly enough, if you check his vision, that factory still looks like a barracks too, so he might think that there's just a lot of bio on the way when really there's some Hellions in production.
Yeah, the first Hellions are going to be sort of bothering this third. I find it interesting that Mechatoad is going for the third at this location.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess, ballsy, I guess you could call it, but you know what? If you've got the creep spread well enough, you can really put that base anywhere.
Yeah. Now, well, he is trying to spread his creep. The Hellions are going to be able to...
Wow, snipe that creep tumor immediately.
They're actually doing pretty well against this one queen as well.
Yeah,
but...
Roaches are out
roaches
now.
on the map. Yeah, roaches on the map are going to definitely help against these Hellions. Still no Armory on the way. It looks like it is just going to be Marauder Marine Hellions rather than any sort of crazy Hellbat shenaniganry. It's not going to be an all-in. He is grabbing a third command center behind this.
Yeah, Alina's really got to get in and do some drone damage. I mean, right now, Mechatoad does not have his third up, so that's going for him. But, I mean, Hellions are best at brass. And right now, he's poking the creep tumors. He's got some speedlings to deal with, but he's not really causing any concrete damage.
One of these Hellions has gone down, but they're still trading pretty cost efficiently here. Looking at the units lost, it's definitely in Alini's favor.
Well, their base is up. We're going to start seeing some drone transfers soonish, I imagine. And Penguin, I gotta say, it never gets old. I love the fact that you can see the workers above the hatcheries. I'm a terrible Masters player. I oversaturate the crap out of all my bases all the time. And it's really nice being able to see, like, oh, I'm at 32 of 24? I guess I better fix that.
Yeah. That's definitely something that does help. It's also really nice to be able to see as a caster as well. You don't have to select everything to just make sure whether or not they're supply efficient, mining efficient. Lost my train of thought halfway through that sentence. I apologize. But we do have this Marauder Hellion push coming forward. The Hellions are poking a little bit preemptively. I don't like that with the Roaches here, but he will get away with all of them alive. The Lings will confirm the existence of this massive force, though. And with 7 Marauders with Stim, these Roaches are going to melt. The Spinecrawlers are finishing up, though. Spines will do pretty well against this, but it looks like he wants to just go for the natural.
Yeah, he's just going to walk around the Spinecrawlers. I mean, that is the downside of Spinecrawlers. They are rooted in the ground. You can lift them up, sure, but it takes forever to put them back in the ground.
Yeah, we see Alini going for a bit of a push here at the front now.
Picking off some of those Roaches right away.
Yeah, this is looking really scary, actually. These Roaches at the top of the ramp are going to be able to...
Oh, wow, that Queen went down so quick.
Nice micro on the Hellions so far. He's keeping them alive. 6 of them still alive. 2 of them do go down. But I don't know if he's going to be able to... He's trading really efficiently here, but
there's so
he's
many
not going to do any
Spinecrawlers.
Yeah. Taking a look at this, he forced so many Spinecrawlers and Roaches out that he's actually only down by 5 workers. So he's done a nice job with this.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you don't often see Zerg players force out this many Spinecrawlers. You will, of course, see 1 or 2 in anticipation of Hellions, but there were, I believe, 5 Spinecrawlers on the map at that one point.
Yeah, one of them has gone down since then, but overall, a really nice defense there by Mechatoad, but Alini was able to trade supply efficiently, and he still has a nice worker count. The big thing is going to be whether or not Mechatoad can do some good damage at this counterattack. The Lings are going to be moving on forward, but there's so much back here, I don't really think he's going to do that much, but with the Hydras on the way behind this, they could provide the DPS needed to maybe break this third.
That's going to be a big maybe, I don't know, like, Mechatoad's got some units on the field, but Alini's been trading, as you said, very nicely all game.
Here we go, though. These Lings are 1-1, and the 1-1 is not quite finished for these bio units. Medevacs are going to help quite a bit, and he is going to be forced out. Doesn't want to engage with the double Medevacs there.
Yeah, Marauders are nice, but not so much against massive amounts of Zerglings. He's got to have that extra support like the Hellions in the back.
Now, Lings are still being produced. We have Baneling speed +2, Roach speed, and an Infestation pit on the way. So it looks like Mechatoad's just going for a bit of everything at this point. We have a double drop loading on up now for our Terran player, and Alini could go for a drop on the main here.
The Zerg grab bag strategy.
This is actually kind of cool. He's utilizing the emergency thrusters early to sort of try to get around to his opponent's base quicker, but this is a really big army here from Mechatoad. I'm not sure if Alini is going to be able to hold without those units that are in those medevacs. And now the medevacs is seen as well.
Yeah.
So
Mechatoad cannot ignore this. The force he has in the middle of the map has to either come home or go hard right now. Looks like he's going to go full on as he starts moving around. Poking about, trying to figure out where he wants to go.
He needs to get that tank sieged up. That'll do really nicely against the Hydras.
But not if it's in the back like that. It can't be exposed. Meanwhile, though, the drop is heading right into the main. Big engage here outside the third base of Illini, though. I think he should be able to hold this Penguin. SCV's
pulling SCVs to try to tank. Is he going to be able to hold this? He will be able to hold, I think, but he's going to lose a lot of SCVs in the process. How much damage can his drop do? That's what it's going to come down to now. Hydras have popped. They're not doing very much damage, though. There's nothing to tank for them in the main. The Queen is going to go down as well. The Infestation Pit is not going to be able to survive this. Roach is popping as well, but they're coming in piecemeal, and they're not doing enough damage to these units, Rifkin.
And while the Queen goes down, I want to see Illini focus that Infestation Pit, though. If he can catch that before the Pathogen Glance finishes. Looks like he's going to. It does go down. Very nice pickoff for Illini. And, oh, that Ignite Afterburners, he gets out of there. Very nicely done by our Terran player.
And he lost 12 workers in that engagement. He's up to a total of 13 lost so far. But overall, very, very nicely done. He's still down only by 2 workers. And he picked up the Infestation Pit, which is a very, very critical
and he's not done yet, though. He's harassing the third base here still. He's sitting right behind the middle lines, nestled in real nice.
He has to be careful not to lose that medevac. He doesn't want to load up into the hurt one. Looks like nothing is going to get away this time, not with those Hydras up there, but he did kill 7 workers, not bad, and the medevac does get away.
And I want to point out, like, Mechatoad did not really cause that much damage. Like, the amount of time that was delayed for those infestors is going to be forever till they're on the field now.
Yeah, and it also it delays the Hive quite significantly as well. The Hive is definitely something that you want to be able to get up a lot quicker to be able to get those Ultralisks out, but Illini's on 4 bases, and we're only just now seeing Muscular Augments start, so Hydras are going to be moving really slowly still.
Well, slowly or not, they still do have a lot of damage packed in with them, and they're going to be able to take out this base. It's trying to become
Oh no, the medevac's flying over the Hydras! 2 full medevacs, 1 gets away with 7 health.
Oh my gosh. Well, this planetary
this base should go down. He needs to cancel and float. Oh no, yeah, he's going to lose that base.
Yeah, it's already on fire.
Actually, the Hydras are already dead. More Hydras coming in from behind. He has
tank fire, though, catching some of them before they get to the fight. But these tanks are left unattended again, and Illini in a bit of trouble here at home. Those medevacs decide to come back instead of going full offensive.
Illini has massed up a huge supply lead at this point. He is up in workers now. Mechatoad has cut workers up until now. He's getting 9 more just to go up to about 70, 73. But Mechatoad is... he's looking pretty strong in his army. He's looking strong with his upgrades, but his actual supply is not very strong just because he hasn't had the queens. He's been missing injects because the queens have been dead. He hasn't replenished the queen to the third. He does have the queens in the main again, but those did go down at that first up. So.
It took him so long to get that infestation pit up. He still doesn't have a hive penguin. And without that, he's not going to be able to make that late-game tier transition, which he needs to do. If your opponent's getting this many Marines, get a couple Ultralisks. You will chew through those Marines in seconds.
We do have Infestors finally on the way, though, so about the 20-minute mark, we'll be seeing the Infestors making their first appearance. That's so late.
Bane speed on the way, too, so I guess he's going to hope to go for some fungal grabs with some Baneling. I have no idea, though, because it is, again, timed really strangely. But he's got some nice creep spread. Let's give him comments on that. Look at this beautiful creep spread, Penguin.
The creep spread, wow, look how many active creep tumors he has.
Yeah, he's just, these queens, man, are going to town. They're laying eggs all over the place.
We are going to be seeing Illini going for a push at the 4th of Mechatoad. He's going the long way around. Nothing spawning at either of those towers, so these guys are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage if Mechatoad doesn't sniff this out. They're just chilling at the watchtower for now. Probably concentrating on his macro. We have 3 more starports on the way, because this is generally where your opponent's going to be getting close to having that greater spire. You want to have those starports just in case he goes for that switch. But with the snipe on that infestation pit, it's so late.
There's 85 Marines on the field right now, Penguin. Like, I can't get over this. There's just too many Marines currently existing for Illini. All these units he's about to throw away at the 4th base, he can lose every single one of them, and that's still okay.
Well, here we go. He is going to be able to take down that base in seconds. A couple of these drones are going to go down as well. Nice positioning on those Marines. The 4 medevacs, I don't know if these Lings can engage this. They can't. They're pulling back. Illini.
I like that too. Pretty cost effective. Just hit and run. Get space, get out.
Mechatoad was down in supply before, but now both players are reaching max. If Mechatoad can get one really nice engagement, this is going to be one right now.
Oh, the Marine's gonna take a lot of damage. She's gonna try and lift off, but oh man.
On the medevacs.
That the Ignite Afterburners are being utilized beautifully here by Illini. I do want to point that out. But it does look like the counterattack is on the way, but there's a lot of tanks here, but they're not sieged, Penguin! Half of these tanks are unsieged.
He's got to siege these up. Of course, this spotting command center is going to see these units coming, so he should have time to siege them up. But I really like what Illini was going for there. I believe that all three of those command centers were going to be planetaries, but huge fungals going down on the Marines. The Hydra's doing a lot of damage, but the tanks are just too strong, Rifkin.
And the worst part was Illini had just stimmed too as the fungal hit, so those Marines are really low, but big drop happening in the main right now. Illini might actually get this hive if he's lucky. Actually, he will definitely be able to pick whatever he wants out of this base. There's nothing at home for Mechatode to defend with.
And the 3-3 Marines just chew through everything so quickly. He's deflected Mechatode at the front. He's attacking Mechatode at the back. The spawning pool is getting very low on health. He needs to engage with all these Lings and Roaches, but the pool goes down, and that is massive.
Yeah, when Zerglings are a large part of your composition, you cannot afford to lose them. But Penguin, for the first time in the After Hours Gaming League, we have a Swarm Host being built as we speak.
Yes, one Swarm Host. Larry is going to be his name.
Larry will forever be remembered in legend as the first. I just hope he's not the only.
Ultralisk Cavern finally on the way, and I mean, we've been talking about how good Hellbats are and how good Widowmines are. If there's one way to come back from being this far behind in this matchup right now, it's Ultralisks.
Yeah,
they are so strong.
Yeah, for those who don't know, they recently buffed the Ultralisk damage to just have flat, huge damage instead of bonus versus armored. So now Marines pretty much get two-shot by Ultralisk cleaves.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep Larry the Swarm Host selected. I want to know exactly how many guys he kills. I want to know how he's used, because he's the first.
The back of the Swarm Host just grosses me out, man. Like, I can't even look at that.
It's awesome. Alright, anyway, we have positional planetaries completed now for Illini.
Well, if you got the money for it. Yeah, if you have the money for it, why the hell not, right? I mean, look at Illini's bank. He's pretty much maxed. What is he going to do with 4K minerals? Build a hell of a lot of command centers. And this planetary, oh man.
It's full wall. No, it's not. He should be able to pick these off. Do these Lings have adrenal glands, though? I don't think so.
Well, Illini's going to lose his first planetary, but there's another one that Mechatode has to chew through, and he used most of the energy and units on that first one.
Rifkin, there's still no spawning pool.
Oh no, so we're just seeing... Oh, we got Seeker Missiles coming out, Penguin. Larry is very boldly going where no Swarm Missiles has gone before, and that is to the front of a planetary fortress.
Larry is still alive, Rifkin. Come on, Larry! Burrow, Larry, burrow!
Burrow, damn you! I guess that doesn't matter, there are Ravens nearby, but this Swarm Host has done nothing all game.
Oh man, Larry, you're a disappointment.
Well, all that was going on, we did have Illini continuing with drops. Another base has been cleaned up for Mechatode. Unfortunately, as you said, still no spawning pool. He's banking hardcore on these Ultralisks, and I'm really shocked he hasn't started to rebuild one yet.
Ultralisks are strong. They're really, really strong, but they're like every other late game unit. They need something to support them. I mean, Ultras are really tanky, beefy units, but you want something like Lings to be able to sort of wrap around the army. They're so fast, wrap around the army, bring them, sort of do the little Ling hug while the Ultras come in with their little hug razors.
Well, we got a drop coming here at the natural, and Illini's been doing very well with these drops all game.
Now, he is going to go into the main by the looks of it. How many scans is he spending? I just heard 3 scans go off.
I heard 4, but yeah, it's too many.
Oh, well, I guess your ears are better than mine, Rifkin.
Well, the point is there's just too many going off.
Well, yeah, the Hive is going to be in dire jeopardy right now. The spawning pool is going down at the natural, I think. So, yeah, it's not going to be in danger from this drop just yet. Oh, no, 2 full energy infestor is going to go down.
Nice fungal, but it's not going to matter. Oh, wow, it does matter. 1 health remaining on that infestor. He runs away. Another scan. Scan is just non-stop coming out of Illini right now.
Yeah, we have these infestation pit going down once again.
The covert ops of these drops has done a ton of damage. Let's see what the main force can do as it's starting to push out across the map. Tanks are
shooting through this beautiful creep carpet. Isn't going to last long with these scans coming on out. Illini going to be laying siege to this 3rd base very soon. There are Ultras on the field. They don't have chitinous plating, though.
Oh, no, Penguin. Oh, no, Penguin. That's no good. He doesn't...
Yeah.
Zerglings out, though. I mean, like, I'm really scared he's going to try and engage in with these Ultras. He has to have those Zerglings with him. If he engages head-on with just Ultralisk, he is in so much trouble.
especially without the chitinous plating. We have four more command centers on the way from Illini, because you know what? Why not? Here we go. Zergling's moving around. This is what I'm talking about. The little Zergling hug. The Ultralisks are going to be able to chew through the tanks pretty well, even without the chitinous plating. Some secret missiles going to be able to go off. Looks like Mechatoad may be able to hold.
That one Thor has no health. It will get finished off, and those Ultralisks just destroyed Illini's army. But the problem is, I think Illini actually, ironically, as a Terran player, has better production than our Zerg right now.
Yeah, he's producing 10 Marines, 4 Marauders, 2 Thors, and 2 tanks, and 2 Ravens, all at the same time.
Yeah, the injects have been a little off here for Mechatoad. As I look around, a lot of his hatchery slash hive, they've just got no larvae around them, Penguin.
Yeah, he's doing his best to push forward with the army he has now, but this is really the last thing he has. He's got almost no income, and I don't think this is going to be enough to really even dent this one base. This game looks like Ernst & Young going to be able to fight it back with Mr. Illini taking a game. The Terrans remain victorious so far. GG is called by Mechatoad.
That Terran race.